Good morning, teacher. My name is Felipe Plata Forero, and today I am going to talk with you about The Little Prince. The author Anthony de Saint-Exupery. Content. In the content we have introduction, the author's summary, parts of the story, teaching, images, curiosities, and variable. Introduction. The Little Prince by Anthony de Saint-Exupery is a beloved tale filled with wisdom and enchanting adventures. This story joins us on a journey with the Little Prince about the essential life essential lesson through his whimsical encounter on various planets. The editor was the French Anthony de Saint-Exupéry. He was a French novelist and aviator that born in June 29 on 1900. He lost his father at an early age of 4, and he grew up on a female environment. He was of an aristocratic family in the Sierra Leone. When his mother worked as a nurse, he finished his high school in 1917 at the Villa Saint Jean Marianist School in Freiburg, Switzerland. After he being rejected at the Naval School, he became a pilot when he doing military service in 1921 in Strasbourg. The story begins with a pilot stranded in the Sahara Desert who meets a little prince who appears mysteriously. As the pilot and the little prince develop a friendship, the little prince shares his stories with him. The little prince comes to the asteroid B612 and tells of his experience visiting several planets. Each one a bit for a unique character, like the king, the band, the drum, the geographer, and other people. Through this interaction, the book highlights the human quirks and weakness, looking for us about the essential life. The essential life. The story highlight of the book is the Little Prince, that relationship with the fox. He visited the planet of the geographer when he meet the fox. The fox say the little prince stay with the fox and have a relationship. But the fox when the little prince stay so much with the fox. The fox one time when he running, he see a clump of rose. He remembers his rose that was very unique for him. But when he see that clump of rose, he don't take that his rose is very unique. And then she decide to don't stay with her rose more. To be that for the life, the rose is not very unique because there is so much of this. One night when the fox is marrying with the little prince, he says eternal fast, his famous phrase, wanting forever responsibility of what he thinks. And then with the little prince, say that his rose is not a unique rose for the world, but it's a unique rose for him because he decided to stay with him and then to be with them. And then a lighthouse before embark, and then she also wrote lessons for a geographer and a lighthouse before embarking on his journey back to his asteroid to encounter with the rose. In the end, have emotional encounter with the little prince and a passionate slave, leading to his departure from Earth to return to his asteroid to care for his beloved rose. Further story. In the character we have the king, the band, the drum, the lamp the businessman, the lighthouse mailbox, the snake, the fox, the geographer, the baiter, and the little prince. In the setting, here time is non-specified. Don't specify the time, then it will be medieval, on the future. Don't specify where it is, because on this book of SAINT-EXUPERY, he don't want to recalculate about the time of that thing that is on that time, the 20 time, and something like this. He want more that to be with the wall air directly to the trick of to the theme of the book, and then to with the and then here ubicate is not a specific place. It is more in the Spain, on the Sahara Desert, on the B6012 asteroid, and the other asteroids that the that the little prince visit, like the B5272 to this B50 7010 77. Well, the plot of the little prince focused on the little prince's journey through different planets. That is the little prince and the aviator. They know. First tell us about the experience for the aviator. Then he in a book see a image of a boa constrictor, and she decide to draw. When he finished the draw, he show to the grown up person, and the grown up person say that is not a boa constrictor, that is a head, because on that image he said the boa constrictor is an elephant. Because for that thing seem like a boa constrictor, in this the boa constrictor show a head. Teaching. In the teaching we have the important mention of creativity. The little prince use the imagination in almost on the book, because in this thing we have the book saying the unique and the beautiful form of the light. And it's important to keep our ability to see the world with the eyes of the child. The search of meaning. Throughout his journey in the little prince for the answer to important questions about life and purpose. The story encourages us to reflect on our own purpose and meaning in the world, the value of friendship and human relations. Through his relationship with the fox, the little prince learned about the importance of the emotional connection and how this relationship enrich our life. The famous phrase, "One is forever responsible for what he can," highlights the importance of taking care of our life and friends and loved ones. Like for the case for the little prince and the rose. The little prince, how we say, or the image, the little prince take care of his rose. The rose is so many important to him. Includes the rose very unique for all the world. The rose is only unique for him, and then she decides to take care of the rose. The criticism of burning superficiality. Many of the characters that the little prince make of the journey represent negative aspects of adulthood, such as the vanity, greed, and superficiality. He makes us reflect on our attitudes and behaviors. And what I mean, for example, the little prince in the little represent like our child, our own child, and on the other people that the little prince meet on the space of in the asteroids. She saw about how the negative aspect that an adult have. Because of this, the adult have so many aspects, like the vanity, the superficiality, and so many things. They need to see beyond appearance. Through his relationship to the rose, we seem to the little prince learns to look beyond appearance and to value in the joy of people. This lesson reminds us of the importance of not judging others by their appearance. And what did I mean? How I said before, the rose is known. The rose is a simple rose, a rose that is in the asteroid B612, and that's it. But the little prince see in another eyes how the really rose is because the rose for outside we see a rose, a vegetable, and a plant practically. But the little prince see a very thing that he loved because the little prince take care very much of his rose. Don't take care about another life, that the money and other things. He's only take care of his rose. Detachment and the importance of loved ones. Despite his desire to explore other planets, the little prince finally understands the importance of going back and taking care of the rose. This teaching highlights the balance between adventure and commitment to the people we love. In this, when she visits the geographer, the little prince am in some place, and he saw a camp of rose with so much rose. Then he said that my rose. Then the little prince said, "This a camp of rose. There is, there is like my rose that I know. This rose, my rose, maybe that I take care. It's not very important. It's not very unique. Not very important. It's something that we is a rose. Only a rose that we see. But when she was the rose with the fox, he say his phrase, and then she come away. She disturbing the little prince, and then he saw. Then I will take again my rose. I will go again with my rose to him. But when he came to the asteroid, he go to the Sahara Desert, and then she go there. They need to see beyond appearance. Through his relationship with the rose, the little prince learned to look beyond appearance and to value the interior of people. This lesson reminds us of the importance of not judging others by their appearance. Detachment of nostalgic loss. The story is infused with a feeling of nostalgic loss, reminding us of different little life and the importance of appreciating every moment. When we see the little prince, we see that she take cares, and she knows have a nostalgia with the moments, his favorite moments, and the loss with the rose because she loved him. Then she afraid when later to do that with stake with the theater. She is way he appraising every moment that he lived. He wants to be more. He wants to be with her rose for every moment that he did. The ephemeral nature of life. I think that we see with the ephemeral nature of life. The snake that beats the little prince and his body disappears reminds of us that life is fleeting and that we all face the inevitability of death. And we see that the life, I, we see the eyes of the little prince. That was that was the eyes of the eyes of the child that we have. Well, then with this activation, he reminds us to fleeting and first of the neighbor to death. He was and he to enable that was a poisonous snake. A poisonous snake is very dangerous and you can die with a poisonous snake. Then the little prince take. Then on that point, the little prince take point for that he live. She said that the life that he live is images. On the image we have this. The first image represents about the little prince on his asteroid with the rose and the plane there on with in the stars. The stars are many important because with the stars we see about the about the experience that have the little prince on the space. The rose is I think that is very important for him. The little prince take care for the rose, includes when the rose is not so unique for the people. And the better when the better came, she don't she don't like about the things that he say the childhood things. But when he meet the little prince, she said that this child is very much, and the better have a nostalgia and his lost with her child, with the own child. And on in this other image with the little prince on that is sit on the on his asteroid with the rose. On this image is what I want to reclaim, because on this image we see that the little prince take care about take care his rose. We and he in when he are on the asteroid. Then we when the aster when the ¿cómo es? When the little prince take care with the rose, she say that this is so many important to me. This is the unique thing that appear in the world. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And then when she say there is not so important for the world, but it's so important to me. On this image that are the little prince and the fox, we see the moment when the fox take care of when the fox say to the little prince, hey, the do you have a rose? You see the couple rose, but your rose that you have in your asteroid is not important for the world. Maybe it's not important for the world, but it depends for you if it's so important to you or not. In this other image that we see the little prince, we have paper, and we have another, and with the better show the draw of the shape. Is that the little prince say? The little prince say, "Hey, draw me a seat." When she literally disappeared, and when only is just wait, and the better is just wake up because they see the little prince because he plane is you have accidentally on the Sahara Desert. Then with the little ship, when the little chimpanzee say it, the aviator draw so many draw three ships, and the first say that the first ship draw the little prince say that her ship is so that her ship is that her ship is sick. The second say that that her ship is not a ship, is a coa because have horns. And the third ship say that that is not the ship is again she sick. But then in the fourth time, the bears have an strategy. The bears say that that the come on, that the sheep that he want, he they better draw a box, and then and then and then she say, and she take, and the little prince take that. They better say that in the box are her sheep, only that she is sleeping. And of these images that are below of that, we have the boa constrictor that show what we show on the first on the beginning of the book. Then we see the boa constrictor, that boa constrictor is see that the leader, that the aviator say, I want to draw a boa constrictor. I want to be that is very beautiful. And then we see the images that was the most recognizable of this. Then we see the draw constrictor that the aviator draw. That the aviator say, no, this is a boa constrictor. But when the adult say it's a hat, he draw fact. The child aviator say that is a boa constrictor with an elephant. But the adult say no, that is a hat and so many other things. And the grow up say that studying that thing, you are in the draw, you are too bad. You have to be another. You have to have another profession. And questions. What central changes the book explore? First, cap the human nature, the importance of personal relationship, imagination, gravity, social criticism, childhood and innocence, the importance of caring and protecting, and the importance of caring and protecting. 2. Did the book change your perspective or teach you something else? Yes, because he is childish. He despite that we cannot let the things we see at a more adult point because the adventure that they like, that the little prince has through the asteroids, he knows different type of people, such as the Bay and the Kings. Thanks of this, he knows different things about life in child. In this, what I say, because when I was childhood, we learn something else of the something something of the light, that the evil and so on other things. Were there any particularly impactful essence of moments? Why? Well, yes, have impactful essence, like the beginning when the aviator say draw he back on constrictor, when the aviator meets the little prince, when the little prince go to the asteroids, when going in the asteroid of the geographer and saw the camp of roses, when she meet the fox, when the little prince come back to the with the asteroid to his road, and the end. That is sense that I mentioned before are so many disturbing for me, because they say about us the life of the things of the life, and that disturbing us a little bit. Curiosities. The brain had Saint-Exupery had a lot in common with the book's aviator. The book's aviator is the narrator of the story. Saint-Exupery, in the real life, he was a friend novelist and aviator. And then he saw my professional aviator. I say to the narrator of my book, say that is a good idea. Saint-Exupery adopted the illustration for the Little Prince. The Little Prince is a book that have illustration. When we are child, if you are a child and you see this book, you see that have illustration. This author say, don't say, I don't want to another people do my illustration to my word and so other things. But I want to do my own illustration to see the potential of drawing that I have with the drawing. The little prince was writing in the United States. How I said before, Saint-Exupery was a French novelist, but the book of the Little Prince don't this not finish it on French than what people think. But the book has finished on the United States and is published for this era. The rose was inspired by Consuelo, this Saint-Exupéry's wife. Consuelo was the wife of Anthony Saint-Exupéry. Then when the rose the rose is a thing on the book by the little prince to be so to take care a lot. Includes the rose is not unique for the world. It's very unique with the people that are for the little prince. When the little prince had to take care of the rose because the little prince the role is so many important. For that is not for the world. It's for him that is so important. And then Saint Exupery say that inspired by his wife Consuelo to the rose. The author finishes in the story in a hurry. The story have for example treat about the life of the life of the little prince in the Azure and so other many things. But he said that when the little prince finished to say her adventure with the in the asteroid, there for the nothing appeared a poisonous snake, and then the the little prince and the boy is so many hurry, and then the little prince go to his asteroid, and the aviator go to with his mission. Then Exupery mysteriously disappeared. Another case of disappearing at the Saint-Exupery Anthony. When he finished a book, she saw him mysteriously disappeared. The Little Prince had been translated into 2005 into 250 languages. The Little Prince have a personalized book. The Little Prince have so many personalized book on internet. Like for example, The Little Prince and Adrian, The Little Prince and Maria, and then so many other things with her child. Only to contact with her, only contact with the people that make that, and he take that and he take and personalize the book with the people. And the story have a movie in 2016 on Netflix. Netflix on 2016 have a movie that called The Little Prince. This is based on this story. The Little Prince have is not read about the Little Prince and the adventures that happen in the book. No, that half of the girl have a girl that have that the mother don't want to be nothing of cheat because she want to be a professional and have an boring adult life. But then she knows she meet his neighbor. That was the bear. The bear takes themselves to the girl the story about the little prince and her adventure and so many other things. When on the final of the story, the aviator go to the hospital and take him very bad. Then the child Then the story continues with the girl have her own perspective of life, taking so many things that appear before on the movie, taking there, like the borderline adult and the childhood. In conclusion, The Little Prince is a children's story that depends in the teaching the gift of a story that a child read about and adult understand. The story 3 about the child life, the things that depend on that friendship, the relations with the people, the book have more than experience of the actor in the book like the aviator. The book includes change our perspective of this, having said that impactful of us. Thanks for your attention.